Oh my word, it's working. Why is the quality so bad? Why is the quality so bad? Why is the quality so bad? What is this quality? What? Up the bit rate. How the heck do I do that? Oh, look. What's the bit rate like now? It's a bit better. What the freak? This quality is awful. Damn. What is this? Oh, here we go. Video bitrate. Okay, let's just max it out. Is that better? Output type. Oh, what the heck? Video. Oh, output scaled resolution. Okay, let me hang on. Right, let me end it, and then I'm gonna end it and then try to get the quality a bit better. I think I know what the problem is. 2 seconds. Okay. Right, you need to change. Well, what if I don't change it? What the heck? Oh, there we go. Okay, you can actually see it now. Alright, that's fine. As long as you can see it, that's fine. Right. I don't even know how many people are in it. Stream settings. Stream status poor. Oh, crikey. As long as it's working. There's a trial run, G. It's first time me ever doing this. Oh, YouTube will auto. This option applies. YouTube Studio. Alright, I'm just gonna chat away, innit? We'll see how many people are in here. Of course, brother. Right. I think what I'll start on. This is very exciting. I'll start on a little trade recap of sort of the trades I took this week. I think it was Wednesday that I took these, and just sort of running over why I took them, and also sort of the whole breakdown. I've got all my messages here. We won't have any of that jazz. Okay, so let me pull this back and I'll put this in 4 hour. So pretty much how I trade is obviously market maker models, but I trade it a little bit differently. So a lot of people go sort of they go like daily time frame, then hourly, then 5 minute, right? So that's sort of the standard of what everyone does, but I do it a little bit different. So pretty much what I'll do is I'll figure out where price is going on the weekly, and then once I've sort of figured that out, I'll then trade towards it using 4 hour market structure, and also then 1 hour continuation purges, right? So pretty much we'll do this. Euro CAD was really nice actually. Let me go to this Euro CAD. Here we go. So once it loads, let me just know in chat if everything's running all right, because if it's not, then I'll stop it obviously and try and figure out what's going wrong. But if it's all right, then it's fine. I'll keep it going. So Euro CAD my chart has just completely disappeared for this. So, oh, here we go. Okay. So on the weekly, this is taking forever to load. So on the weekly, what I'm trading is I'm trading internal liquidity to external, or external liquidity to internal. So pretty much what we can see is we've had all of these swing highs here. Obviously this one's already been taken out, but this one here and this one here have all been raided, right? So what I'm sort of expecting to happen from here on the weekly is these have been taken out. Now we're going to price back down into discount, right? So discount's obviously here of our dealing range. So I'm looking for price, this is on EuroCAD, I'm looking for euro to sort of fall back into here, right? And this is sort of where my eye was drawn to. Obviously we've got a fair value gap down here, we might price into this, but we're definitely coming into here, right? Like, we're not going to stop at sort of this break or anything, because obviously it's in premium, right? So we're coming down into this weekly fair value gap. This is where my eye is drawn to, and this is our weekly candle for that week. Ignore this one. This is our weekly candle for this week. So pretty much the start of the week, it looked like it was just this candle. It looked like this. Replay mode might not be a good idea here, because oh yeah, here we go. So this is what it looked like, right? And you can see I'm looking for us to sort of open, make a high, and then just come down into here. So that was sort of my outlook on EuroCAD for the week just gone. And then breaking down the trade. So what I do is I then go down into the 4 hourly once we sort of figure out where we're going to, right? And so from here on the 4 hourly, the week start is just here. The week start is just here. So actually it's one back. It's just here. So what I'm looking for is, I don't really look for anything here. I want to just make sure that we're in bearish 4 hour market structure. And you can see, I have seen the GIF. You can see here, this is our market structure shift on the 4 hour. Actually, no, it's not. It's here. Once we close below here, right? Once we close below that fractal low. So this here, we are in bearish market structure, right? I'm not worried about anything closing at the highs, right? Because I know we're coming down to here, right? So, and you can see where I took the trade. This trade's like literally a trade here, right? Actually, it might not be. That might be what I was looking for. The rest, no, it wasn't. That was what I was looking for. So you can see here, this is the arrow that sort of leads it. Look, all of this week from Monday, we're drawing towards this weekly fair value gap, which is this here, right? This is our weekly fair value gap. And you can see, as the week closed, we tapped in and rejected off it. So my outlook on EuroCAD now is for us to really fly back up here. I'm going to get into my sort of weekly outlook. I'm going to do it live with you guys because I haven't actually done it yet. I've been busy this weekend, so I'm going to do that later and just work through literally every single pair. But obviously we know we're coming down into here and we're in 4 hour bearish market structure. So all we're looking for here now is a stop hunt. I did it on the 6th of December, Wednesday. Is a 1 hour stop hunt, right? Or a continuation purge of a fractal high during a kill zone, right? That is all I'm looking for. So just to put it into perspective, this would have been valid. So I would have literally this here, I would have shorted up here and then profit down here. Maybe it would have worked out, maybe not, just looking at these candles. It's sort of in, sort of out of the kill zone. But this isn't valid. This isn't the kill zone that I want to trade. But sort of this would be, so you see here, we have a stop hunt of these highs and then we push down and this would have been the profit target, the fractal low, right? The actual trade I took was on Wednesday. And you can see here, so we have this high formed during Asia. And you can see at 9 o'clock it gets taken out, right? So that's our little purge here. And so the way I think about this is, for us to get down to our weekly fair value gap, the algorithm is going to stop out people who are shorting, right? So you want to sort of have a think about, okay, where does price have to go to for us to get lower? It's going to have to push up, right? And it's going to have to start taking people out. You see, eventually once we hit here, it takes out all of the sellers in all of Wednesday's range and pretty much all of Thursday morning's range, right? Everyone's sort of selling around here thinking, oh, look, we're in an hour order block, all taken out, right? So this here, everyone is shorted during Asia in this 1 hour fair value gap here, and they have their stop loss probably at this high. As price pushes down, they'll set their stops at break even, whoop, push back up and take them out, right? And then what we're looking for is our profit target at the last fractal low. So it would be here. So that would be where our profit target is, just in here. And so this is our hourly, right? And I'll click into replay mode so we can focus in on here. So this is sort of how the hourly is looking. We've purged this high here, this fractal high. So you see this arrow. So this is what I've got. I've got the indicator of fractals, which basically shows swing highs and swing lows. So you see we sweep this swing low. And so we're targeting like the swing low here. Now, if we drop down onto the 5 minute, this is where I'm taking my execution from. And you can see, so what a lot of people do trading market maker models is they go onto the 5 minute, they look for a fair value gap, not a fair value gap, sorry, a market structure shift, which would be here. So that market structure shift, and then either go off an order block, and you can see there, look how price just taps in and then declines. So, you can trade that. So you could have traded this, stops roughly at the high, and that's a nice little 1 to 3.2. So that's really nice, because what you can see here, we've swept the high, and in here, this is our sell program activating, right? Let me just check the stream still running. Yeah, so this here is our sell program being activated. So as it sort of reads, bullish PD array should fail, and then bearish PD array should hold. So, and you can see here that this is really the case, because let me stretch this out so everyone can see it properly. If we look like at this here, once it decides to actually pick up, here we go. So this bullish fair value gap completely fails, right? Same with this bullish order block, fails. This sort of holds for the moment, but then it fails down, right? So, this is one trade that you can take, which, look at that, 1 to 3, and look at the accuracy. Thing is, because Euro CAD's not a very major, very popular pair, with a lot of prop firms, you're not going to get tapped in on spreads on this, right? So you probably would have wanted your entrance on sort of there. So a 1 to 2, not too shabby. What I've found, and this is sort of just how I trade it, it's a bit higher risk and you can get stopped out. But then if I get stopped out, then I'll just trade the market structure shift and the market structure shift and then the fair value gap or the order block. But you see here, as soon as this bullish fair value gap fails, turning it into an inverse fair value gap, I'll enter. So obviously it's a bit higher risk, and I'd normally add, just on my actual account, I'll add. I'll place the stop loss a bit higher just to account for spreads. But then, that's a 1 to 7, right? Which is crazy. This here is literally, if you risk 1.2% on a fresh challenge account, you're going to pass your phase 1, right? So all you really need is just one trade a week. And obviously up here it's a bit slow. But look at the velocity that this goes down towards the low, which is where our profit target is. It moves very, very fast, right? So this is like the algorithm sort of taking taking its control in the market, because you've got a lot of people buying. This is where the sell program activates, and you can see we sort of a little bit of consolidation, then zoom, fly down. Anyway, so that was Euro CAD. I hope I've explained that quite nicely. I'll do the pound yen a bit quicker. Also, I'll just speak on my execution on that. So this here, I had a panic attack because I was in USD CAD longs because I had a bullish bias on that, so I was in buys at the same time. And I was sort of like, oh, I don't really know what to do with whether I stick it or not. So I closed this out at a small loss, and then as it started to decline, I was like, nah, let me re-enter. So this was a 1 to 3 that I picked up here. Obviously, I entered the entry should have been up here, really. I was just sort of like, oh, look, I'm going to enter here. I sort of missed it, sort of didn't. Because I spent all of these 2 candles, I spent like figuring out, oh, do I short this or not? Because obviously I was in USD CAD longs. But anyway, so a little bit of poor execution on my part here, but I made up for it here and took a bit of a partial on the way. And then eventually it hit the profit target. And it's a clean trade, honestly. So same thing with, let me stretch this out so we can see it properly. So same thing with pound yen, right? You see here on the weekly, we take out the swing high, and that's taken out buy stops, right? So let me just pull this down as well so we can see it. Here we go. Okay, so also any questions, just send them in the Discord, because I will respond to them as we go along, right? So pretty much in here we take out the buy stops at the top, and then so my sort of weekly outlook is that we're coming down to this weekly fair value gap, back in discount again, right? So that's sort of what we're looking for. And what we can see with this is we then take it on to, so 4 hour was already bearish, right? We don't really need to have a look at this, but again, look, same thing during a kill zone. So this was around 9 o'clock. We take out this high, and then look at obviously there's a bit of consolidation here, but the velocity coming straight down from here, like is brilliant, right? The algorithm working. So again, this was a 1 to 3 on this entry here, and we had this continuation purge, and look how price just comes up, taps it, and then we decline, right? This is the algorithm sort of kicking in at this point. It's sweeping out everyone who's been selling all the way down through here. So you see this fair value gap here. People have been selling, and their stop losses are at each of these highs, right? So there's stop losses here, and literally price comes up, sweeps it, and then it has the real move down, right? So it's basically, this here is sort of faking people out. People start getting into an entrance, and then we push up and then into here, and then we come down, right? Anyway, so again, what we have here is we have inverse fair value gap, and you can see how we push right through it with a lot of velocity, leaving behind another fair value gap, and we push back up, and then we just decline from here. It took quite a lot of time, this one. Obviously it's NFP week, so there was a lot of consolidation in the market leading up to the main event. So that was sort of what led for this to like really take its time. And then if we then go down into the execution on this again, a bit sloppy from me, honestly. I was at the golf course, and I was like, literally had been consolidating all day, and I was just like, look, I'm just going to close this out. And then literally I close it out here, and it's just down candles from there, which is fantastic. But it's right execution with entrance. A bit sloppy, but it is what it is, really. So that's sort of the recap of the trades I took this week. Oh yeah, one more. pound dollar, I was looking for us to fill this weekly fair value gap, which we did on this day. Literally again, look, we're in 4-hour market structure, high impact news manipulation during the kill zone. And then look at this again, look how price just comes up, it wicks us out, so it takes out all these stop losses. And then this one's a bit different. This isn't inverse fair value gap because obviously the only one bloody this massive thing here, we're not going to bother with that. But what we've got is say mitigation block. It is mitigation block. So mitigation block is basically a failed breaker block. So pretty much what we've got here is, it would be first, you're thinking, okay, this is an order block to continue us down, gets broken through. So now we're thinking, okay, now it's going to be used to push us back up, but it's not. Price falls back down through it, turns it into a mitigation block. And you know, we have a fair value gap is here as well, and you can see how well price respects that and then just pushes down into our profit. Quite a quick trade. And then this is one that I actually got the execution perfect and I was happy with this. So, you know, we can see we push up and then back down. So yeah, that was a sweet trade there. So what I'll do now is I'll go on TradingView and I'll sort of mark up what I'm looking for this week. Obviously, we had NFP, and I'll be honest, I have not looked at anything since Wednesday. So I'm sort of going to come with this with fresh eyes, and then we can really have a look through it. If anyone's got any questions as well, currently, I've got the chat open on my other screen. So, you know, just ask anything in the chat, and I'm going to hope that TradingView isn't going to lag for this long. Otherwise, I might just end up sending my weekly outlook in the channel in the Discord, because this is mocking it. Right. Let me get rid of this and this. Okay. So let me start on. I'll start on DXY and then I'll move down through it. Okay, weekly on DXY. You know, this is sort of, I'm going to stick with what I have here marked out, to be honest. So what I'm sort of looking at is we've got the weekly fair value gap. We've tapped in and we've started to push down. My main target is these lows. See this fractal low? One thing that I was looking at on the monthly is we've got this inverse fair value gap we might tap up into. So we might see price rally up a bit more, maybe, but I'm pretty much how I'm going to trade it this week is as soon as I get a 4-hour market structure shift on DXY, which I think we have had. Maybe. Let me see once it loads. Apologies for this lagging, by the way. Yeah, I mean, we've had a market structure shift. Obviously, we've swept up once more. What I'm going to look for, honestly, I'm not really going to touch DXY. Obviously, I don't trade DXY, but, you know, I might not be touching USD pairs until I see a market structure shift and a break of structure to properly know that we're coming down to here. We'll sort of have to see on that one, really. Let me have a look on euro dollar. It might be quite slow running through this with obviously it lagging, but I'm trying my best. We'll get there. Okay, so Euro USD, I think quite obvious what we want to see from here, which once it all loads, I'm hoping it's going to load what I have drawn out for this. Here we go. So this is what I'm looking for personally, us to push up onto the 4-hour. Oh wow, that has made a very, very interesting arrow. That, let me just get rid of that. Oh, this lag is ridiculous. Here we go. Obviously, we had this 4-hour market, well, I'd say 4-hour market structure shift. We then went and pushed down even more. So honestly, what I'm looking for on Euro is for us to, I need a path for this. Let me have a look. Path tool. Here we go. So I'm sort of looking for us to, you know, make a low, break up through it, and then sort of push out up towards here. And then what I'm going to be doing, once we've had a market structure shift and a break of structure, then during all of this zone here, I'm just going to be looking for on the 1 hourly. Where the heck's the path tool again? on the 1 hourly, I'm going to be looking for continuation purges. So where we sweep a 1 hour low and then we push up, and then sweep another low and then push up, and then say, honestly, this is probably going to be the same for pound dollar. And you know, like I'm taking a trade here, and then I'm also taking a trade here. I'm not touching this until it moves out this weekly fair value gap, if I'm honest. So there's a lot of news though this week, so I'm hoping that we do sort of push out. If we don't and we continue down bearish, then I'm going to need to sort of have a look for my bias for this week, really. So yeah, Euro, nothing really much happening there, if I'm honest. Let's have a look at pound dollar. God, this is properly lagging now. There's literally like, I think there's 2 people watching. Whoever's watching, just say hi in chat. So I know who's watching. I know who's a supporter. Let's have a look. God, this is properly lagging. Okay, so same again. Pound looks a lot more bullish, if I'm honest. I'm sort of looking for pound. We filled this weekly fair value gap, and I'm hoping we sort of start to push up now, really. So, you know, that's what I'm looking for on pound. On the 4 hourly, it's probably going to be exactly the same, where I'm looking for, you know, we haven't had a market structure shift yet on pound. So that's sort of one thing that I'm waiting for. Market structure shift out of this weekly fair value gap, and then I'll be buying up towards that high. So I'm quite bullish on pound and euro, but I need to see a market structure shift on the 4 hour. That's what I need to see really before I start touching it. Let's have a look at USD yen. If this is in a weekly fair value gap, I'm not touching it. Let's see what this loads. I don't even know if I'm not touching USD yen for the moment. I remember the chart is mocking it. It's all over the bed. Probably same with, here we go. Aussie dollar's a bit of a weird one. I think this might have been NFP day. Yeah, it was Friday, so I didn't really want to touch this. So, okay, let's leave this weekly fair value gap. So obviously, Aussie dollar versus USD. We were in this weekly fair value gap. This is very clear to me. We've had a 4 hour market structure shift. So what I'm probably looking for this week, I'm going to mark this out now so I've got it ready for tomorrow morning, is buys after we sweep these lows here. And that's sort of what I'm looking for. Let me let the fractals load, and then I will and I'll push this in. Here we go. Look, literally equal lows here. This looks very nice. So this is what I'm looking for tomorrow. Let me stretch this out. Here we go. So this is a definite potential for tomorrow. Aussie dollar longs against USD. Once this creates the bloody thing. God, this is so slow. Okay, it's completely died on me creating a thing. What I might do, guys, I might end the stream here and then just post all of my weekly outlooks in the Discord channel. Just because this is mocking it. I can't even create the thing. My trading view is completely frozen on me. Yeah, it's completely frozen. Let's see if that works now. If not, I might just close. Oh, okay. I'll set this up once I end the stream. So that's what I'm looking for in Aussie dollar. God, this lag is awful. Right, we need to upgrade the laptop. Yeah, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to end the stream and then I'll send all of this in the Discord. Any questions you've got, just either send me a DM or whack them in general chat, and I'll message you guys back. But thank you very much for watching. I hope it's been useful. What I'm probably going to do, I'm probably going to put together some YouTube videos just to sort of explain it a bit better. Well, hopefully it won't be lagging, and just sort of do some like trade breakdowns, and hopefully that'll be useful for everyone. But good luck everyone trading this week, and hopefully it's a sweet week of trading. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the Discord in a bit.